So today I want to talk about IELTS speaking. Part one is food. What is my favorite food? Well, I think my most favorite food depends on my schedule a lot. If I have a rush morning and I have to get out of the house as soon as possible, I would prefer breakfast by having breakfast by bánh mì and cơm tấm, which is very convenient. However, if I have more time to prepare and before getting out of the house, I would rather to choose. I would rather pho or something more complicated. What kind of food do you like when you were young? Well, when I was young, honest. I have to be honest that I'm a fussy eater. That means I'm very picky in whenever I'm choosing food, especially the temperatures, taste, and the view. It's kind of weird, but choosing a right store to eat is very important. So, however, there's one food that I eat nearly every day, which is cơm tấm. My favorite since I was a kid. Very convenient, very delicious, and it have a wide range of variety when talk about cơm tấm. Do you eat different food at different times in of the year? Well, if talk about just a normal meal like breakfast, dinner, and lunch, no, I don't really want to change, especially when I grow, because if there's something new in my schedule or in my daily life, I would feel a bit uncomfortable. So since I grow up and since I start learning grade 10, I stopped changing the meal a lot just for some special occasion. Do you eat different food at has your favorite food changed since you were a child? Yes, but also no, because as I mentioned, my favorite food since I was a kid was gum gum, and until now it was my priority food whenever talk about breakfast. However, I did add some more food besides cơm tấm, which is bánh mì and phở. Singing. Do you sing when you were a child? Yes, I enjoy singing some creative activities, and singing is a type of art that is very attractive, especially for kids like me. How well did you sing? Oh, unfortunately, uh, from the feedback of people around me, like my family, my friends, they did not really recommend me to sing at all because it was kind of decent, not too bad, but also there's nothing different and unique. Do you like singing? Yes, until now I still singing when I have time and when I'm alone because I don't want to interrupt people, and also I still want to enjoy my great creative activities that help me a lot from recharge myself and also unwind myself after a hard day of working. Do you take a music lesson? Well, in terms of music lessons, unfortunately, I haven't had one before. And even though I like singing, playing musical instrument, I'm hard to remember those academic knowledge about music. So I don't think in the future I will take a course or not. Wow, part two. Describe an important old thing that your family had kept for a long time. So today I'm talk about a vase, a very ancient way I would consider it, because uh, since I was a kid, I visited my grandmother's house and I already saw it there. But until now, my mother still keep it, even though my grandmother has passed away. Whenever ask my mom or my grandmother about the origins of the vase, none of them answer my question. They just giving some very vague results, like it's been passed from the mother of my grandmother's generation, and until now it's still keeping there. However, as usual, a vase gonna be used to display flowers, but my mom haven't used it before, and not have the she's not gonna use it in the future at all, because she said if anything happened to that vase, surely she gonna be so disappointed about herself. So the vase have a very beautiful outside, but because it was from a very uh, uh, centuries ago, it was not something really modern, just some displaying some flowers, some blue flowers, and I have to admit that where whoever made this vase, he gonna be a master in his job, because I have asked a lot of people who know about uh, creating vase, and they all have to admit that this is such a masterpiece, and they all most of them all also recommend me to keep it safely, and rather than using it, we should uh, maybe keep it just for display itself. Part 3. What kind of old thing do people like to keep? Well, mostly is pictures, because for some people, pictures is the best evidence to memorize the old, to remind them about the old memory. Why do people keep old things? As I mentioned, it helps people remind about their periods of their life, like a stage of their life, like 20s, their 40s, their family moments, a lot of meaningfuls when talk when regarding the pictures and old things. What are the differences between things old people keep and those young people keep? Well, most of old people usually keep something meaningful and like a part of their life. However, teenagers and young people usually keep something that catch their interest, like an idol display or album. Not very meaningful, but for them it was entertainment compared to people who just want to memorize a stage of their life. What are the differences between things that people keep today and things that people keep in the past? I'm not sure about that, because uh, the oldest generation that I have the interaction with is my grandmother, and she actually did not usually keeping did not keeping much thing in his house. The only old thing that I know is the vase, and for me, the the differences the this past is coming from the meaning. Well, old people and something that has been kept in the past usually have more meaning compared to things that people keep stuff that people keep nowadays, especially when people nowadays just want to keep something more entertaining, such as album pictures, figures, while the old people who had not did not have the opportunity to interact with the entertainment usually keep something that's valuable and meaningful.